Okay, so before we even get started, I do want to issue a content warning for this video. If you are of the LDS faith, we do not mean any disrespect to you. This is purely the expression of my client who has gone through the LDS world and has discovered that it doesn't work for her. So in the interest of minimizing the toxicity of this discourse and of the comment sections and of my direct messages, just know that if you are a practicing member of the LDS Church, no one thinks that you are any less valid. No one thinks anything negative of you. I want to tell you a little bit about my background with religion. I was raised very conservative evangelical. I worked at a megachurch for 5 years, and then I just discovered that it didn't work for me. What I had to discover was that some things that don't work for me work for other people, and some things that work for other people don't work for me. Religion is a very interesting and complicated and nuanced part of all of our lives, and none of us mean any disrespect to you or your deeply held faith. Several months ago, I had the idea for a big group shoot that I would call my I Kissed Purity Goodbye photo shoot. And the whole concept of it being that anybody who is kind of damaged or processing or deconstructing the purity culture of the religion that they were raised in, we could take the trappings of those religions, go out into the desert, and shed them. And unfortunately, while I haven't been able to make that happen yet in a group setting, this client was really interested in that idea. And she is ex-LDS, ex-Mormon, and she had done the whole wedding ceremony in the temple or whatever. I don't know all of the terminology for that. What she wanted to do was take that whole get up with like kind of the 1800s Little House on the Prairie look, and then just kind of dispose of it. And then we had the great idea of bringing in an apple to look like, you know, the Adam and Eve apple, like she's tasting sin. And to me, there's something that's just so much fun and so empowering and so interesting and compelling about taking the trappings of your old life and throwing it away. I mean, even religions talk about that, right? And it was really healing in a lot of ways, because I'm still dealing with a lot of the trauma and weird cycles that you fall into when you're in bad religion, that this to me was just super compelling and super liberating.
I was married at 19 years old, a virgin, supposed to be very pure, and we got married at 8 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Because my family was not Mormon, so they could not go into, they couldn't witness the marriage. So we got married in Portland because it was the closest temple at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we drove all the way to Bend and had what is called a ring ceremony, which is basically like a faux wedding inside of one of the churches so that we could have my family there. It's all about worthiness, right? So you need like a temple recommend, you have to be interviewed by your bishop, make sure you check all these boxes, you have to be up on your tithing, all kinds of stuff. Everything you make, they even encourage kids that get money from like their family members for birthdays, you give 10% back to the church. Huh. I have probably funded a lot of landscaping at the temples. And then you're gonna say 3?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay, look it straight in the camera. Look off to your right. Your chin up even more. Turn your torso a little bit more towards the sun. Yep, perfect. Okay.
There's a ceremony called the endowment session, and when you are a member of the church who wears these garments, you have to go through it. So all of these are supposed to represent something. It's been a while and I can't remember all of it. Obviously the veil is to cover up the fact that I'm not a man and don't get to hold the priesthood. This sash here is representing either the Aaronic or the Melchizedek priesthood, depending on the side. And then the token here, this is supposed to represent the fig leaves that Adam and Eve put on to hide their nakedness because they are now ashamed after they have bit the apple. Oh damn! Look at the color!
Isn't that great?
Look at the light!
I'll have you scooch up this way a little bit.
Alright. You want me to, I'm just,
that's fine.
I'm
that's
pooping
fine.
veils.
Yep.
Alright, we were here.
Yep.
And bring it in again, do the same thing?
Yep. Okay, you have to see that.
Okay.
Because, oh my goodness.
Almost a nip shot. Oh shit, son!
Right?
Take it off, babe.
Planning on it, just hold on.
So that was a little behind the scenes of my Ex-Mormon boudoir photo shoot out here in the Oregon Badlands. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of my work, follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, and join us on Patreon. We got a lot of fun stuff going on in there. The links for all that is in the description below. And if you yourself are coming out of bad religion, just know that you're not alone. There are lots of us and we're here for you. In fact, there's a really great nonprofit that provides apostates with a whole lot of great resources that I'm going to link in the description below. And again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.